Rich Bond, and I'm the grand poobah of the moolah.
Hey folks, this is Rich Bond, your certified mortgage consultant with Benchmark Mortgage. What I'd like to talk to you about today is the importance of getting a pre-approval. Now, a pre-approval basically is where the lender, me, goes over all of your income and asset documentation and makes sure that you're going to be able to afford the home and gives you a good idea that the lender is going to approve the transaction. Now, this is really important. This is getting the money and knowing how much you have to spend. Let's take a big expenditure time for a lot of people, back to school shopping. Most people went back to school shopping with their children in the last month, 2 months, and the reason they did this is it's time to get them the new clothes, the new books, shoes, and maybe a couple fun things, rewards for being a good student last year, and hey, I'm going to try to bribe you to be a good student again this year. Now, you're not going to go back to school shopping without knowing how much you've got on your credit card, how much limit that you have, without knowing how much money you have in the bank to spend. Basically, you have to have a budget to go back to school shopping. Otherwise, you may get there, and I've actually seen this happen, I'm sure you have too. You've got all sorts of stuff in your cart, and there's not enough. In fact, that happened to a woman who was in front of me at Kroger a couple of days ago. She was going to purchase her groceries and went to run her debit card, and there wasn't enough money. And they started playing that game where you take this off, take this off, take this off, and run the card again. And I'm sure she was extremely embarrassed. Didn't want to say anything. I went over to the little speedy self-checkout thing and did that. But you don't want to go purchase a home or try to purchase a home and not have the cash to do it. So the recommendation is to come get your pre-approval first. Now, here's another reason why you want to get a pre-approval. I'm going to tell you about a friend of mine. My friend was going to purchase a home, and he was looking for a $1,200 a month payment. So he started looking at homes for $80,000, and he did not find a house that he liked. In fact, he hated everything he saw. He didn't like the home. He didn't like the neighborhoods. He didn't like the condition of the houses. I was like, Jason, come on. Come over here, let me see what you can afford. So he finally came over, and he brought all of his paperwork, and we met in my office, and we were able to get him approved. And at the payment that he wanted, he was able to get a home that was $40,000 or $50,000 more. This opened up a whole world of houses to him that he wasn't able to even consider prior to this happening. So once we received his paperwork and we were able to get his offer letter, he went looking, and it still took a little bit of effort, but he was able to find the home of his dreams. And he's living in this house. He's very, very happy with it. And he wouldn't have been able to do this had he not had the pre-approval, because he was looking at a price range that was far too low. So what I'd like you to do, in fact, what I implore you to do is, if you're interested in buying a home, even if you think it's going to be 3 months, 6 months, a year away, come meet with me. I want to help you get ready to purchase this home. I want to help you put the paperwork together. I want to assist you in figuring out what your budget's going to be and how much you can afford. If you need to be put on a savings plan, we can even help you do that. Once that's been completed, then you can start shopping for your home. Now, if you know somebody who's interested in buying a home, they've mentioned purchasing a home, or they're renting and they're talking about their leases up and they may need to find a new place, shoot this video on over to them. I want them to be able to see the benefits of purchasing a home and see what they can purchase. Also, do me a favor, would you forward this out to your friends? You can do it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or even via email or Google+. This is Rich Bond, and I'm looking forward to being your friend in the mortgage industry.